Could you tell us a bit about yourself and what you do?
Okay, I'm called Mariella and I'm a makeup artist and hairstylist and wig mistress. I work mainly in film, television and theatre, although I've done a little bit of fashion in the past and commercials. I'd say my love's always been theatre, however I am sometimes drawn more to film and TV because creatively I can do more makeup in that field. At the moment I'm head of Wigs on the musical called The Commitments and I'm having a lovely time. I'd say the past year has mainly been film and TV. However, I got sick of the 4 AM starts, so when The Commitments got offered to me, I thought, oh, I kind of miss theatre, so let's get back into it. And yeah, haven't regretted it since coming back to the theatre world.
What's your favourite part of what you do?
Meeting different people, different kinds of people. Working with lots of varied people is always just amazing every day, new challenges. Sometimes, especially maybe more in film and television, sometimes watching it on the big screen. Obviously, you could be very proud, you could see your work up there and seeing your name in a credit. And equally, sometimes sitting back and watching a theatrical production that you've worked on. Yeah, you feel really proud and it's really nice to hear the audience cheering or be in a cinema full of people really enjoying your work and not necessarily thinking of the wigs and makeup, but you sort of know that's made a big part of the enjoyment of what people are watching.
When was the first moment you fell in love with theatre?
Probably the moment I can think of would be when my family went to go and see Jesus Christ Superstar. This was years ago. I can't even remember where it was or how old I was, but I remember my mum's cousin knew one of the actors in it. So as children we got a little backstage tour. I think I left the theatre and said to my mum, that's what I want to do, I want to work in theatre.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Not to take everything so personally, to learn from your mistakes and not take it home with you. You learn along the way. In hair and makeup, sometimes things don't go how you ideally want them to go, or an actor might be a bit tricky at times. But as long as you do your best job, work hard, people will trust you in the end. Sometimes an actor's got to learn to trust you, and they will, but just don't worry if it's a slow progress, because I think when you first start out, you're just constantly worrying about everything. Like, are you doing a good job? Is it going well? And I think the more you worry, you're probably interfering with how good your work is anyway, because you're putting too much pressure on it. So enjoy it, work hard, and don't stress so much. I used to stress so much, but enjoy it and be happy and nice.
Finally, if your life were a musical, what would the grand finale number be?
This is definitely the hardest question, and I think it would be something, maybe not so much theatre, a bit more Vegas-y, showgirl, a bit burlesque-y, a bit naughty, a bit teasy, a bit quirky, I'd say. Something, maybe not West End musical theatre, but something a little bit more Vegas showgirl.
That's great, thank you very much.
You're welcome.